What's up YouTube, Deaddraw here, bringing a video today. Before I go over everything, I want to just say, bear with me for this week, guys. Like, videos are going to be kind of, like, bad or just, like, non-existent. I thought I was going to have a lot more time than I do. I move in 2 weeks. I just can't believe how much I have left to do still here. So it's going to be a little bit more rough, but videos are going to be back at full once I move. It's going to be nuts, actually. Like, it's going to be so crazy. I'm super pumped. But yeah, anyway, guys, here's my first place deck profile from the OTS launch. So our store did a special launch where it was a little bit more for entry, but it was like kind of a box tournament. I actually got first place going undefeated, and I got half a box. It's the closest thing we have to a box tournament, and it's the best surprise support our city has. So it was kind of an important tournament to me and the other players. You know, just since we did get decent press support for once. So yeah, that's kind of what I did, and I did go undefeated with this deck. So I didn't lose to anything. My matches were round 1, I played against Trickstar Sky Strikers. Round 2, I played against Pure Sky Strikers. Round 2 I played against True Draco. Then round 3 I played against Sky Strikers, and then round 4 I played against Sky Striker mirrors. So I did play quite a bit of mirrors, and then in Top Cut I played against Goki, and then I played against Pure Sky Striker in the final. The matchups were like, I didn't 2-0 that many things. I think I 2-0'd both the Sky Striker players. And then I think I only actually dropped the game to the Trickstar. No, the only thing I dropped the game to was Goki, and that's because they had the board. But besides that, I 2-0'd everything. Besides that, I think I only lost one game. Now that I think about it, that's insane. I really didn't think about that before. Anyway, so let's get into this. So we played 3 Ash because Ash Blossom is pretty standard and pretty good. I don't know, some people are calling it a bad hand trap of this format. I think it's great. 3 Droll. This is a little bit different than a lot of Sky Striker deck profiles you're going to see. I looked at a lot of builds going into this. I looked at a lot of Sky Striker builds, and almost no one was playing Droll. And they were all playing like Ghost Ogre instead. They say because like, oh, this deck's not going to OTK, so Droll is only going to save you for 1 turn. But I think that's what Ogre does too. I don't really know, but sure, I guess so. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like this card was just too good not to play, and this honestly won me a lot of matches, even against against Goki. I see this and then any other hand trap, and I win. Whereas like I feel like sometimes they can play out of the Ogre even, unless you just wait until the Summon Sorceress. But a lot of times they won't even need to go into Summon Sorceress. And then they'll still have plays out of it, so you're going to need 2 hand traps anyway, in my opinion. But hey, that's just what I'm thinking. I could be wrong. But it worked for me really well, obviously. And then for the last 2 hand traps, we'll put them in here in permanence, because you did use this. This card actually being set was like probably better for me than anything when I set this. But obviously opening this in your hand is great. If I had a third one, I would play 9. I do feel like I could bump up hand traps and play like Gamma or even Effect Veilers to help me out a little bit more. But I don't know. I'm pretty comfortable with this lineup too. I feel like I saw a lot, and like a lot of times I did see 2 hand traps. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like really lucky, but that's kind of what my hand trap lineup looks like. And then for your monsters, you played 3 Ray. Ray is amazing. That's self-explanatory. I love this deck, honestly. And then we actually did play 3 Phantom Sky Blasters for the FTK or OTK. I don't know. This card was like kind of underwhelming for me. When I did see it, it won me like 3 games. Being able to normal summon it and make so many tokens, they just scoop. It did, like, you have to know where to place it, and like that's one thing that I just have to learn still. But I might cut it. I don't know. I might cut it and play like Gamma build. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the monster lineup. Then for spells, we play 3 Engage, because Engage is Pot of Greed, but not as good. But super good. I love this card. It might even be better than Pot of Greed, honestly. 3 Widowmaker. You can cut it to 2, but I just felt like playing 3 was the best. You want to see it, even if you have one. If you draw one and then you search one still, and your opponent doesn't know where one's set, they're gonna try to bait out one and get rid of one. So if you can play the other one, then you're like solid. You're just like, okay, cool. They hit one, they don't expect the other one, and then play right into it, and then they're like, well, okay, and my turn. This ends turns, by the way, guys. Like, this ends turns. You steal the right monster, and you just take it to your control. Sure, they're going to get it back at end phase, but most likely, you're still going to have your Kagari or your Shizuku on field link. You can search it out again, plus getting advantage off the engage. That's why you kind of want to play 3. You just steal the right thing, they end turn, because they just lose all their extensions, and then you kind of just destroy them next turn by reusing it. And then we played 3 Hornet Drones. Kind of self-explanatory. This going to 1 really wouldn't hurt the deck too much. And then we played 2 multi-roll and 2 field spell. This card's absolutely busted. I kind of want to bump it to 3, but it's also like, I don't know. I really like these ratios because you can search this whenever you need, but sometimes I just rather draw this. It would be a lot better. And then Area 0 is actually pretty good. I actually would have lost a game to the Sky Striker player, Trickstar player, but I actually had this in hand. I had an Ash in hand, so I played this normal summon Ash, and then I used this effect to send the Ash to try to look for engage, and I got the engage, and then I just came back from there and just absolutely dominated the rest of the match. It's crazy what one card can do. And then for our 1-ofs, we played 1 Afterburners, 1 Eagle Booster. This card is nuts. I really love this card. I do not regret playing this. This card is nuts. Especially when in the mirror match they try to Widow Anchor you, and you're just like, I'll just keep it. It's fine. Super good. Jamming Waves. This card's pretty good. I like it. You can also set your field spell, hit your field spell. If you have 3 more spells in graveyard after a resolution of the field spell, you can destroy 1 monster, and then you get the special summon array from deck, so super good. Shark Cannon, main decked. I will main this card all the time. I don't care what anyone says. I think this card's amazing. Even if you, like, the reason why I think this is amazing is not so much because it's like DV Crow or anything like that. It's effect to special summon, because most times you're gonna, when you search this, you're going to have 3 spells in graveyard, or you draw this, it's super good. And being able to, it allows you to link climb. So if like a lot of decks play links right now, and this is like, okay, cool. So I'll reborn your Link 2 monster or your Link 3 monster and just climb into a Link 4 or a Link 3. I think that's super solid. I love this card. I think this card's super underrated, and it did so much for me all day. 2 Terraforming, I think this is the correct ratio. I like just being able to search out your field spell. You need your field spell. Your field spell's amazing. And it's not even amazing to dig into your deck. It's just amazing to special summon array from deck. That's kind of self-explanatory. If you ever see one of these and it's dead, you already have a field spell, just send it to the graveyard with the field spell to search through your deck, whatever, who cares. And then if not, if you don't find anything, then it's just set there in case you really need to search another field spell. Why not? Foolish Brilliant Goods and 1 Metal Fools Fusion. This card's amazing. I would not play 3 though. I think this is correct. I really hate seeing 2, and sometimes you even see 2 of these turn 1 when you're playing 2. So I just really wouldn't want to increase the risk of that by playing 3. I think this card's just absolutely amazing though. Being able to dump spells for engage to get your draws off right away is just absolutely amazing. Called by the Grave. I mean this because I was scared of Droll. There was like quite a few decks that are still playing Droll, like Trickstar and Goki still play Droll. I felt like it was super scary to play against. I never want to get Drolled. Otherwise I end my field on like not that much. Not much protection. That's the problem with Droll. But yeah, that's why I played this. I did not regret it. And then if worse comes to worse and you were going first and they don't have a hand trap, then it's set. You set it as a trap, and like who cares? Yeah, that's kind of that. And then we played the Rhoda. This could honestly, you could cut this card. I don't even know. I'm playing 42 in this build. But you can cut Rhoda because a lot of times you see Rhoda, you already have an access to Ray. So I don't really think it's just good because there's a spell. It puts a spell in graveyard and then gives you access to Ray if you really need it. it's not bad, but you could cut it. It's not like necessary. And then the 41st and 42nd cards, Twin Twisters. I wanted to play this, and I don't regret playing this. I felt like consistency was fine at 42. I didn't really find it like anything. If you could really wanted to, you can cut this and you can cut this and play Rhoda. And you can cut Rhoda and play these at 41, and you're like really solid. I think that's probably like I'd probably do that. I feel like this is super good against the mirror. It's only really dead against Goki. I think we're gonna see a very less playful, a less amount of Goki being played just because, it's gonna get hit, honestly. But I felt like this was super good, and it honestly came in clutch. I was scared of True Dracos. Honestly, the match, if you play Twin Twisters against True Draco, this matchup becomes super easy. And like, because True Draco versus Sky Striker, your stuff just floats. You don't care if it destroys. Your rays come back, all that kind of stuff. Like, you don't care about their trap cards. I feel like the matchup becomes really easy as long as you have this, because you can out their floodgates and then you win. Like they flipped anti-spell and I just chained this, and then I just was able to wipe their board because, you know, you're playing Sky Strikers that do a lot of things. So Twin Twisters was absolutely amazing. Side deck, or no, extra deck we'll go into. Sky Striker East token, we play the token. Shout out to Jason. And then we played 3 Kagari, self-explanatory, 3 Shizuku. I saw some people cutting this to 2. Do not cut this to 2. You play 3 of this. And then 2 Hayate. I don't think you need 3. I think 2 is the right number there. That's all self-explanatory. Hayate is absolutely amazing. I would say Hayate is the best one, but Kagari is obviously the best one. Link Spider. Just because you're playing Phantom Sky Blaster, if I was not playing Phantom Sky Blaster, I'd still want a different Link 1 that you could play in the deck, and that I would play Link Karibo, because I feel it's just a little bit better. Being able to make your extra tokens of Hornet Drones into an effect monster is super important, super good. But I'm playing Link Spider because we play Phantom Sky Blaster, and then I don't play the Link Karibo because the deck extra deck space is a little tight. Although I can fit a lot, because I feel like I learned a lot about the deck this weekend. Nightmare Cerberus and Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Phoenix and Nightmare Unicorn. They were the only 2 nightmares I played just for my utilities. I wish I want to fit in like Reproductus, and the reason, there's a reason behind it, and it's because Reproductus effect to be able to switch the attribute of monsters. I just like felt like it was just really good to do that. And then I played way too many Link 4s. I kind of want to fit in a Trisbania and another Link 2. If I was playing these ranks, sorry guys, just force the habit because of XYZs. But then I was playing 4 Link 4s. I played Borrelsword Dragon. He's probably the best one. Top of Logic Bomber Dragon, probably the second best one. Skuldred Saryuja, pretty good. And then the one I would cut would be Borreload, because we play Borrelsword, and I think Borrelsword is just infinitely better than Borreload. This like can get over things, but Borrelsword can get over everything this can get over. Besides like stuff that targets, but it's like whatever. I don't know. I would definitely cut Borreload, and put in something else. I'm just not sure. Probably Trisbania. I wish I would have played that card this weekend. And then for the side deck, we go 3 Ghost Ogre. So like, the crazy thing is, playing the 2 Foolish Brittle Goods and then the Metal Fuse Fusion, I think those are really good going first. And then I think going second, I sided those out for like Ghost Ogres almost every time. So I have another opportunity to see this as a hand trap. And I felt like that worked really good. I ended up seeing hand traps like so often. This card was pretty good, especially against Goki. Then we sided 3 Gamma Seal. This is super good against the mirror. And good against anything that puts up negates that you need to stop, like Pen Magician and stuff like that. That don't put up 3 monsters. Like a lot of time, Pen Magicians might just end on 2 monsters, like on Naruto and something, and that can really screw you over. This card's amazing. Sphere Mode is like, honestly, I decided not to play Sphere Mode because like every time I play Sphere Mode, it just never worked for me. Every time I saw it, it was like I saw the hand traps to stop Goki anyway. I don't know. I just didn't want to play it. 3 Short Ride, kind of self-explanatory. Now we're getting into the like stuff that didn't really matter. Like I played the 3 Twin Twisters. I would still play this in the side just because you do want to play 3 sometimes. Played 2 Night Beams. I don't know, this could be honestly anything. This was because I couldn't find my third Mind Crush on the way to the tournament. I was kind of building my side deck last minute. And then we played 2 Mind Crush, which I would play a third of, obviously. These can be replaced for whatever you really want. I would change the side deck quite a bit. I just kind of got a theory-o that side deck. But yeah, guys, that's how it went down today. It went really well. So anyway, please comment, like, subscribe. I'm not sure when I'll have that video up. I'll try to get one up tomorrow, or I'll definitely have one up tomorrow, but it's going to be like a really short one, just opening the packs from what we got from winning this. But that's it. Anyway, guys, talk to you later. See ya.